Good morning, everybody. David here on Abrams Falls Trail. So this is one I've hiked before, but we're doing it again because I want to get as many good shots as possible and put together a really good adventure video for you. Now, the last 24 hours, there's been a ton of rain. In fact, it thunderstormed all night long. So we're going to get some great shots of the river. Very, very full. The falls will hopefully just be thundering. It's going to be awesome. Ready to hike this one. Let's go. So we are on the first of 3 climbs on this trail. This one isn't too bad. If you look behind me, we're pretty far above the river. So we're getting a good climb in. Starting to get my sweat on. And just like that, first climb is over. It's really not that bad at all. Plus, when you start going down, you're in the shade. It's a nice way to cool off after the workout. All right, so we made it up Arbutus Ridge, pretty much the halfway point of the hike. The climb on the way out isn't that bad. It's the one on the way back that really surprises people. It's longer. The hike out to the falls actually loses elevation. And so you definitely want to make sure you save energy, water, and maybe even some food for the trip back, especially if you're traveling with family, little ones, elderly ones. Make sure everyone has enough materials to make it. This is also the first time I've been on this trail since the Trails Forever crew has improved it. There were a number of sections, especially up by the falls, that were pretty hairy. I did this with my daughter, who was 5 at the time, and my son on my back. And those downhill rocky sections were a nightmare. So thank you so much to the Trails Forever crew. to the Friends of the Smokies, to all the individuals and organizations that put in the time, effort, and money to keep this place safe and fun to visit. All right, we're making our descent to the falls. I can hear it below. It's so exciting when you can hear what you're looking for, what you're hiking to, when you're still maybe a quarter mile away. Wow. If you've hiked this before, you know how tricky this final downhill section is, especially if you've got children or elderly loved ones with you. That is easy, that is smooth. Bravo, Trails Forever. Bravo. Back. I'm back up at the midpoint of the trail, Arbutus Ridge, and I just think it's really important to let you know the way back is harder than the way out. I think I said it before, but it's worth saying again. The way back is a lot harder than the way in, and that's not just because of some mental component. It's the climb up out of the falls is much steeper than you realize as you go in, especially now that there's stairs there to make it less treacherous. And then the climb up to Arbutus Ridge, coming back from the falls towards the parking lot, is longer. It's definitely draining. So something to keep in mind as you portion out your water and your snacks and your rests. I mean, this isn't really a dangerous trail or a super hard trail, but you know, families come out here all the time and they could definitely get into trouble. So make sure you're not one of them. Make sure you're ready so you can have a good adventure.